We update on team news. Sasha Lukic and Carlos Vinicius, are they ready yet?
Yes, Sasha Lukic and Carlos Vinicius, they are available to be involved in the squad list or in the 11 if you are going to decide. Nice to see both back. Carlos was closer the last few weeks. Nice to see Sasha coming back and be in conditions to be involved. Of course, need more time to get the right fitness and to be in the right shape, but he's going to be involved in the squad list, and if you need him, he's going to be ready. The only and the bad news for us is about Harrison Reed. He got yesterday got an injury in his knee. After the exams, he's going to need surgery there. It will take longer, probably 5-6 weeks to be ready again.
What kind of knee injury is?
Meniscus, yeah.
Meniscus.
Yes.
And you've had players all over the globe on international break. Jimenez and Pereira have been in South America. Robinson's been in the USA. Are they all back okay?
Yes, of course, as you said, we keep assessing them. This morning was the first time that we have all of them together and to start to prepare the game. Of course, we did it before with all the others, but the first time that we had all of them was this morning, and yes, they look okay. Let's see, we have to keep assessing them, to keep recovering them to be ready for the game.
Harry Wilson was away with Wales. He scored again. The last 2 Premier League games he's come off the bench. He scored 3 times. So the question is he going to start this weekend?
Firstly, he's proud to see how they perform with the national teams. Was not just Harry. I understand the question because he's being decisive for us and for the national team the last few games, but to see Raul scoring, to see him scoring for the national team, to see Sander to assist, Robinson to make an assist as well, Timothy to be the captain of the national team, and I can mention more. I think has to be a proud moment for us. Of course, when they go for their national teams, firstly, we wish them that they come back healthy. That is one of the main things for us, to be honest. Of course, but at the same time, we want them to perform, to try to help their countries, and for us to be to feel even more proud for the way they have been playing and helping us and helping the national teams. About area, yes, 2 games, another goal. Even against Turkey away from home, he had a good shot off the post as well, and he's in a great moment. He's being decisive for us, as I said, and for the national team. And of course, he's a tool that we have to use because the momentum is important in football. If he's going to be from the start or from the bench, he's ready for both things. He wanted and he would like to be from the start. I know that, but the others, they have been performing really well. Let's see what is going to be my decision. But it's a great example how he can be decisive from the bench or being a starting 11 player.
So Marco, it's Wolves next. You're chasing 3 straight wins. You're knocking on the door of the top 4 now. How exciting is this?
Now, we are to be honest, we have been performing really well. And as I said, we probably deserve even more points than what we have right now, because some games that we deserved the 3 points and didn't get was a bit frustration for us. But overall, looking for everything the way, we have been able to rebuild from the players that we lost and the players that we signed, and some great characters that we lost, but we signed some very good players and a great character as well inside our dressing room, and it's being a good challenge for us. We have been performing well, players setting well really quick in the way we want to play in our football club. We came some very good performance. The players, they feel the confidence, they feel the trust from ourselves. They trust in the process as well. And it's, as you said, you are progressing, but you don't have not guaranteed at this level that we are playing. You are going to face a good side. We want to, as you said, the challenge is to get the 3rd in a row. Some more challenge there for us to react completely different from after international break that we did the last 2, because that reality after the last 2 international breaks, the reaction in terms of results, they weren't the best, and we want to react in a different way. And it's a challenge for us, and is there for us tomorrow to face it, and with support from our fans at Craven Cottage, we want to get the 3 points.
Marco, you've managed 182 Premier League games, and this weekend Ruben Amorim is about to manage his first. He's never managed outside Portugal. Have you spoken with him, and how do you think he's going to do?
No, first, he's a very good manager, and of course, I already said to you, I think he's a great challenge for him, and he's more than ready for the challenge. of course, I have spoken with him, and what I wish for him is always the best.
And just on Pep's contract extension, 2 more years. It's great for the Premier League, but maybe not so great for the teams trying to chase City. What do you think?
I don't agree with the last part, to be honest. I don't agree. I disagree with the last part. It's great news for Premier League, because if you want, and the Premier League is the best competition in the world and the most difficult one, if you can keep inside the best manager in the world, that is my opinion. Of course, it's always they are good news. That is the first thing. And for all the teams that they have been facing him, and I think it's good for him to be there, because all of us, we want the tough challenge ahead of us. All of us want to reach different levels. And of course, when you compete against the best teams in the world, against the best manager and the best players, I think all of us, we have to reach different levels, and we have to, I think the motivation is completely there. I think it's both very good news for Premier League, and for all the other clubs and managers, I think it's very good too.
Thanks, good luck.
Hi.
Obviously, in the Premier League table, there's Fulham, Nottingham Forest, Brighton, all doing really well. For teams like yourselves and them, how difficult is it to maintain that going forward over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 months?
Okay, it's a challenge. It's Premier League, it's so difficult to win football matches consistently and wins in a row, like we achieved 2, and we want to go to the third, and all that stuff, and is top in terms of difficult for us to achieve. This is what we want. Is for that we work. Of course, we are not really concerned about the table. We are not always looking for the table. We are proud the way we have been playing, and if you play well, we are going to be closer to achieve good results. And of course, after it's going to be a consequence to look for the table. It's not something that we are always looking, to be honest. We are not saying that we don't look, but it's not something, okay, we are in 7, we are not in this way. We want to look for each game at time, prepare well ourselves, knowing that the other side you are going to have someone that has the quality to beat us if you are not in our best level, and that is the biggest challenge for us. Look for ourselves, try to improve, go through our process, get more confidence if you can, of course, and after enjoy the challenge that you have ahead of us.
Wolves, obviously you're playing at the weekend. They've scored 6 in their last 3, and they haven't lost in those matches either. Have you had a look at them yet? Can you put that down, that sort of change in performance or form for them? Can you put that down to anything specific?
Of course I have looked for them yet. And as you said, and you mentioned the goals they scored, and not just the last 3 games. And analysing Wolves and looking for what they have been doing, and I know that just last game they achieved the first win. As you said, 3 games unbeaten, but just if you look for all their results in Premier League, just in the first game they didn't score. All the other games they scored, and it's going to be a matter of time if they start to keep clean sheets and they don't concede goals. It's going to be a matter of time for them to win games, and is what's happened the last game. They won. They scored again twice, and they won because they didn't concede. And the games before they scored again. Is a team, in my opinion, that is quality. In my opinion, from midfielder players to attack players, they have a lot of individual quality. Really, a Premier League quality there. Players that they can be decisive in any moment of the game. They are this season a good striker, a striker that is not easy to control. The way he holds the ball, the way he's capable to go running behind too in the box. He's a strong player too, and I think they had good players for the players that they had already, and they have a very good squad. And of course, he's going to now probably much more confident right now than before with the good results, and he's going to demand from ourselves to be at our best level. He's going to demand from our home support to be great for us, to push us forward again, and we know that we have to be at the same level that we play against Brentford, for example, last home game, or last game against Crystal Palace, to be ready to fight for the 3 points.
So it should be a good match to watch then, open football.
I hope really is something that always when I go for to manage my team on a match day is to hope that we can perform well. We can make the fans to enjoy again the way we have been playing. I know that they have been enjoying, to make the fans proud with the performance, and if you can with the result, definitely. And of course, we expect the same from the opposition that you have in the other side. Quality manager, quality players, and of course it's going to be another good Premier League game in my opinion.
Thanks, Phil. Ruben, do you have a question for Paul?
I don't know.
Hi, Marco. How important do you think it is for Wolves to sort of believe and trust in Gary O'Neill, because they clearly have a lot of potential as a team?
I think he did show already the qualities. You know that in football you forget everything so quick. The results, they speak louder always than sometimes the bigger picture that we have to look, but it is what it is. It's not something for me to make many comments, just that he did show the quality. The first spell at Bournemouth, and of course last season, a good season, that very good season that they had really, and the way they played. And of course the start of the season wasn't the best, but the reaction is there already.
And with how the early fixtures transpired, do you think that gives them that extra bite to come to Fulham and try and win tomorrow, makes them more dangerous?
No, they are going to come. They are going to come because if you analyze their games, they were not games that they lost clearly. There was always the margins that they decide the games and all that stuff, and was clear in one moment that they were not going to concede so many goals. They are going to start to achieve results, and this is what's happened the last 3 games. And they have the capacity, they have the ability, they are strong enough to come and to create problems for us. It's up to us to play at our best level. It's up to us to reach certain standards that are important in the way we want to play, and of course for us to be able to win the game too. Thank you.
On the Wolves game last year, Gary O'Neill was not happy with some of the decisions that VAR awarded and the late penalty. Do you think he'll come back to Craven Cottage thinking that he's owed something?
I don't think so. I have spoken about that game too, and I gave my opinion. In that moment I had completely different opinion than him. Can happen, but I analyzed the games, analyzed the moments, and the completely different opinion. You know, but it's what it is. It was a moment of last season. I don't remember really everything what's happened before that game or not, but nothing. He comes here, try to win the game in a normal way, in the way that he should prepare his team to win, like I'm going to prepare my team to win. And the job is for the referee to do it, not for us to comment, or not for us to expect something from a game that was 6 or 8 months ago that is going to be now okay because I go for the same stadium and I go to expect something different. Because no, I don't believe on that, and I really believe in the honesty of the game. The team that is going to perform better is going to be closer to win the match, and we as a manager, the officials as officials, we cannot have this type of pressure.
Raul Jimenez, a fan's favourite at Wolves, but obviously he's very much part of this Fulham side now. How much are you looking forward to seeing more from him in the Fulham shirt?
Now we're really pleased with the momentum, the way we helped him to get in his best again, the way he's helping us to win football matches, and this is the reason why we trusted on him when no one in Premier League was trusting on him no more. That is the reality. We were the ones that trusted on him to go and to buy him in one difficult moment of his career, to believe in one player that had a really tough and bad injury, and was in the moment that we bought him probably almost 20 games without a goal in Premier League too. And we're the ones that believe on him and show the trust on him, and he's paying off, not just right now, even last season, in some moments of the season, and we are really proud of the way how he's performing. He's helping our team, the way we are able to help him to reach the good level again.
That seems like a common theme here, that you show belief in players and it reaps rewards, doesn't it?
Okay, but this is my job. If I have the players in my hands to work with them, one thing that they know, I'm going to protect them always, and I'm going to help them to reach the standards that I think they are important to play in our team, to play in within the philosophy and the identity that we want to play. And of course, they are my players, and I'm here to help them in all the aspects of the game, and if they need in other aspects of their life as well, because is the reason why I'm here to work with them.
Finally from me, I just wonder what kind of a manager you are when your players go off on international duty, because you have so many players away playing for their countries. Are you nervous a little bit that they're not going to come back?
I'm not nervous, of course. I wish them to come back really in good conditions, healthy. That is the first thing. And as I said before, I wish them to perform well and to help their countries. Of course, when they go, I really prefer them to play than to be there 8-10 days without playing, because we know that normally the training sessions, they are not so intense, because it's much more recover them from the last games. It's tactical work, and they are not really intense, and we don't them to drop the intensity that normal they are used to do it every single day with us and on a match day as well. It's much better them to play there. At the same time, we wish them to come in good conditions and to be healthy, to play again and to perform well with our team. That's it.
Thank you, Marco.
Thank you. Switch the cameras off, let's broadcast that to finish.